goes first. Anytime we exit the round, whoever has the most money in bank or in front of them becomes the number 1 player. Middle money becomes number 2. Least money becomes number 3. If tied, retains same priority.
This may sound very familiar to you, Shawn.
Yeah, I mean, I've never played these games before.
Yep.
All right, so explain to me minors. Minors are just normal.
Yep, normal 50-50s. 3 of them have special powers. Demon Wastes can buy privates, or not buy. Privates are assigned in, never purchased.
Right.
The Eldine Reaches right here, probably one of the most powerful. Starts here, starts here, and can build over forest for free. And the Maror Holds starts up here and can build over hills for free. But other than that, they're 50-50s. They can own up to 2 trains. They're never required to close. They are required to own at least 1 train. We have our train limits on the card here.
Current trains are 2s?
2 until 5 or 6s, and then they go down to 1 train.
Right, and the current trains are 2 trains. Right?
Yep, exactly.
What? So and then major start once the first 3 train is bought?
Once the first 2 train is purchased, actually, we're allowed to start.
So you can't just start a major. Someone
correct.
Has to buy one of these and then run it once to buy a 2 train to unlock.
Correct.
Okay.
With you in just 1 second.
Canith works as a soft rest for all your trains in a company. This one allows you to force a token into the bridge here. The bridge ends up being one of the most lucrative places to run in the game. It ends up being a $100 hub. So this is actually a very powerful card. And then Civis Messengers allows you to get $10 each whistle stop to add 10 to each city or whistle stop visited by one of the owning trains. So add $10 to every stop,
right?
Which is also actually a pretty good one for.
So for every train.
Yeah.
Add 10 gold to every stop visited by the trains.
One of the companies, yeah. Well, by one of the owning company's trains.
Oh, 1 train, not every train.
1 train, yeah.
There's such a thing as too good.
Well, one of the owning company's trains.
Yeah. So
okay.
One train.
Singular train. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
that seems better.
That seems
seems
it's like
more...
Yeah. Okay, so the Demon Waste is up here, and then there's one
the Mirror.
there.
Oh, yeah.
There. This guy. There's 4 of them.
Yep. Dargoon is here.
5, 6. Okay, 7, 8. Is there? That one. The Talenta Plains. Oh man, look at that. Okay, force a station token to the tokened out hex of the White Arch Bridge, paying the normal cost. Okay.
Now, if you use that too early and it gets destroyed, you lose the token too.
Of course. Of course.
So this one is the war. Which one is is it just this one?
The OO is the bridge.
Yep, the double O is the bridge, and the bridge also gets destroyed in the war. When the first 5 train is sold, the bridge goes back down to this yellow tile here, and then Sire goes completely wiped.
The OO gets an earthquake like Messina in 49.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It does cost 50 gold to upgrade this tile every time too, so developing it before the first 5 train is dangerous.
Miners only have 1 station token, their home token.
No, actually, they have their home, and they get 1.
There's 1 up there and then 1 over here.
Is that not to keep track of their stock value?
It's the guy who did it for me didn't get enough tokens out. He thought they were only 1, but they get their home token, and then they can token 1 spot out on the board also.
So they get an additional token.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can.
Okay, I mean that matters. That's
It does. Yeah.
That's a critical piece of information.
There we go.
Okay. Huh.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be like... no revenue. No revenue. Man.
And so we're going to end up auctioning all of the privates?
Yep. After this round, everything that doesn't or every empty box gets a new one off the stack. The stack is locked. You can look through the stack if you'd like, but it needs to stay in the same order.
That is too much information for me at this point in time.
Huh.
Like I was telling Ian, a little bit of inside baseball. This is probably one of the best companies in the game to start the ER, Elding Reaches. Zalargo is horrible, just because of the amount of money it costs to try to get into Shawn. It just doesn't play well. All the rest are
That sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, do it. Go nuts. Put $200 in that company. Demon Wastes is Aurora Holds is all the rest are
fine.
Better, I guess. Yeah, fine.
They're like, these are okay, I guess. Man, like you make it seem like I should definitely place a bid on the Eldine Reaches.
Okay.
Because I don't know why I guess I don't know why I wouldn't.
Because maybe somebody else would take some of the money, and I don't know.
Yeah, like
it's an auction, right? Yeah. We're gonna launch an auction for ER.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't. But given the fact that you're like, this one's good, and everything else is kind of like, all right, well, whatever. Like, well, I guess I'll try and get this one. I'll start it at 120.
I'll go 160.
So this is out of our $400.
Yes.
And then trains are
$80.
80. Sure, 180.
I'll pass.
200.
And then everything else, I mean, that's the cap, right?
Yeah.
Now, well, I mean, part at 100.
Right. It'll par at 100. You can still bid higher, but the highest stock value it'll ever have is 100.
All right. Well, I will pass.
Okay.
I will let you have it for all of your money. Well, not all of your money.
So you paid 200 for it?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, we've lost the game.
It's all over. So that goes there.
So I took an action. I guess I'm done.
I won the bid, so it actually goes to Shawn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, crap.
It's one of those.
I see.
And so then my option is to start the bidding for a minor.
Yeah.
Or place a cube on the board.
Yeah.
One of those three.
And they have minimum values. It's not 1822 where you get to pick whatever you want. You actually gotta.
Yeah, 5 more than the listed cost.
You gotta do a minimum. It's not a free for all.
I want it to be a free for all.
I'll pay $5 for a permanent train. It's a good deal.
All right, so I'll bid on that one. We place 1 or 2? Just 1?
Just 1.
All right. So I've done it. I've taken an action.
You've taken an action. So you get a soft rust. I guess I'll bid 55 on that extra moneymaker.
All right.
Should write down that I put that money away.
I'm gonna launch an auction for Valinar, and I'll start at 100.
Where is Valinar? Oh, there's Valinar. Interesting. Shawn.
At what? 100?
Yep.
Let's see. I will pass.
I'll do 120.
Hmm. 130.
This is aggressive. That'll leave you with $70.
Yep. Get into a fist fight over one of these.
I will go. I'll go to 140.
I'll pass. All right, so it's my turn again.
I have a quick question. Are these water routes?
They are. Yep. In fact, if you, it does reduce the cost of your run by 10 gold for each water route that you use. So Valinar is going to be able to run over here to Whitehearth for 10 less gold. And also the Lake Galifar here is kind of big on lots of crossings.
So, I guess across the top here, I can build. Oh, you build the track though, right?
Well, so you'll have to build a track here that connects the two.
Oh,
And then
so
you'll have
just
to build.
that. Just the dotted lines.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a legal route to follow to. It's already built track. Huh? What do I want to do? I don't like Drome. Let's go with Talenta Plains. We'll launch at 100.
Which one's that one?
That's right there.
Right in between. I'll pass.
I will also pass. Shawn.
Oh, me.
He's number 2 and he won, so it would go to 3s.
Yep.
My assumption on how the counting works.
I don't like counting.
Oh, placing your extra guy costs you 50 gold.
$50.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
what
not
it looked like. Trying to read the map.
You gotta read the board.
You have to read the board. It's hard to read the board.
Oh, something about board reading that I didn't point out. These Y cities here, if you take a look at your Y tiles, they only ever end up being a 3-prong fork, and they don't ever run out of different directions. So you get some kind of wacky tile runs up in here.
And what are the symbols on the cities?
Yeah, that's just what the company is.
And you have to. That's where they start. So you have to have a miner which merges into them.
No, so they don't grow up to 5, or they don't grow up from 5 share to 10 share companies until you can trace a legal route to the miner and absorb the company. So we can start the company as soon as we have the money, but it remains a 5-share company until it absorbs, and then it becomes a 10-share company.
And it's one minor into a major?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'm kind of like wasting time here.
Not at all. Don't worry about
it. Trying to understand how things are going to work.
Yep.
Whatever. I will start the Roar holds.
And I want to add a caveat. It's one minor into a major per turn. One major can claim as many minors as minors as it wants, but it's one per turn.
And then how does they go in, and then what happens?
They go in like 1822.
Yep, just like 1822.
Acquire stocks?
Yeah.
Yep, you can issue yourself 2 shares or 1 share in money.
There was a question I had about that. Can you exceed the 60% limit by giving yourself shares?
You may.
Okay.
But when it comes to the stock round, though, you have to get back down to 60 shares.
So. So it's not like 1822 like that, where you can end up owning the entire company.
So there's 60 share cap. The first time that you have to make yourself legal whenever you can.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I will start it at say I don't know, 100. Let's see. the click of a calculator.
I need to hear the zzz sound of the paper rolling afterwards.
I bought something else, so I wanted to see what this was. Whatever. I'll start at 160.
I'll pass. I don't want to do that.
I don't care about mirror holds. Hit it.
I don't want that nonsense. Get that out of here.
No, that's crap. Anyway.
You got like all this space down here too. I don't know if you've seen it.
Ah, look at all that.
There's like a whole other table.
There's space.
Okay, while he's working on that, I'm going to bid on the Dargoon. I assume that's the Dargoon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did I not make a copy of that one? I didn't. Oh.
That's okay.
There we go.
I'll do 100 and... I'll do 140 again.
So it's me.
Yes.
I'll pass.
I mean, I think so, right? Because you got $100.
Oh yeah, obviously. Duh.
All right. And Shawn, you and I are both on the hook for $55, and and I have slightly more money than you.
That's why the clickety clack was doing that. I'll pass.
All right.
Okay. I'll go ahead and bid 35 on this guy.
And that is to me. I don't know. I'll start it on the Demon Wastes.
Oh, he's got that east-west plan with only a 4 train or a 5 train.
It's a plan. I mean, I've thought about it for approximately 0 seconds, but that's in. I will start the bid at 120.
Pass.
Pass.
All right.
I will pass.
Ooh. I guess I will also pass.
Well, but I have money left. But there'll be things which come out next time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like those 3 things.
Whatever those are. Don't mess up the order.
Nope, I didn't mess up the order.
Okay.
I'll pass.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So Brown gets the Kenneth Railworks for what? 55.
Yeah.
All right. So 68.55. I get the Insurgents for 35. So that adds 35 more. So that takes us up to 90, 68.90. And then you get for 55 again. So it takes us up to 69.45. Okay. We enter the OR1.
Don't forget to pay for yours too.
Oh, yeah. 35 minus. We've all paid. All right. Did we all end at 65?
Apparently.
Wow. So the order stays the same. I make 5 whole smackaroonies.
Oh man, I don't make anything.
No.
There we go. And so Elding Reaches goes first. So I will build a track through Silberon. Here to here. And then I fall backwards because I don't run a train. And then see, if I buy 2 trains, I still am not going to have enough until next turn anyway. So let's go ahead and we'll just buy both trains anyway. I'm going to buy 2 trains for Elding Reaches.
Hey, Shawn.
Huh.
Your Demon Waste company doesn't have its marker on the stock market, and neither of your companies has money. And
Yeah, I was working on it.
all right, you got a lot of stuff going on over there.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm missing a. I think both of those need extra tokens though.
They both do.
All right, so we're at 7,100 in the bank, and I need to make some tokens.
Yeah.
I could have sworn I made tokens for all those. Which ones do you need?
Oh, here's these are the 2 that I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put an extra more holds on the market. That should probably go on the map, I'm gonna guess.
Yep.
Well, I didn't put that anywhere.
Oh, okay. Somebody put it up there.
All right. So how much did you bid for the demon holds? Or demon wastes?
He did 120. That one's in the right spot.
So demon waste needs to go to 60. Oh wait, and it's in the right spot.
He was just missing the extra. He's missing the token on the board and the. Yeah.
There we go. All right, I've gone ahead and fallen backwards, so we are on to the Mirror holds as soon as you're ready.
I had no plan for this.
That's what you like to hear. What do you got going on? Oh, geez, I don't know.
So I'm building the hills for free. We get 1 build.
Yeah. You could also build this dit.
I could build that dit.
So you can continue to run.
I can build. Well,
you could build there too.
I can either go this way or I can go that way.
You can go both ways.
Well, eventually.
Yeah. You want to come around the lake from both directions and double tap that dit.
Yeah, double tap that hot dit.
Yeah.
Well, I will do something to start with. And do that.
Perfect. You don't run a train, so you fall backwards.
And then I purchase some kind of train.
Some kind of train.
I think I'll just buy one of these.
Some kind of monster.
We'll see how this goes. For $80. So it's not a fancy one like one of these. Cheap counter for one of those.
Right, you gotta like just put the number in.
I gotta do my own math like some barbarian.
I've seen you guys take chips in and out of the trays on your own. Don't pretend like you can't do it.
Hey, that's taking chips.
Oh my god.
This is
Right,
like
that's-
pressing buttons.
My favorite was still the playing at the last Railcon when Tim was trying to manage his money in 1830, and okay, there we go. Had my rotation set to the wrong angle.
I
So
literally fixed it for you.
It's but it wasn't in the right spot. The
Okay.
token. Yeah, there we go. That makes me feel better.
If you zoom in real close on it, the shadow will tell you where
The
it's going to land.
shadow tells you what you want. Yeah. Tim threw a bunch of money at the bank, and he was like, he looked over there, and it was just all over the place.
I kept trying to fix it, and it kept messing up worse.
Yeah, and he goes, "Don't look over here," because he had like the ones and the fives mixed in with 500s, and
Ooh.
that was bad. Oh, and my other company goes as well, because they go back. They go back to back.
Because you organize that very well.
Is there more of these, or are they like all like going into the table?
No, they're right here.
No, the
And I just shuffled
Oh,
them.
you shuffled them.
I'm a dummy. More. They go into the table.
Okay.
If you highlight,
Yeah.
pick them up and then flip.
Oh, okay. I'd be more upset about the tiles getting or the companies getting shuffled if I had paid any attention to that. Yeah. Oh no, wait, I don't want to do that.
That was critical to my plan.
Well, so you know what order they were in. Go ahead and put them back.
Like, you know what? It turns out it's actually not that critical. I was just testing you. That's what it was.
Now I like this new plan better. So I'll
Okay.
All right. Both my companies have moved back, so that's great.
Okay. I assume you purchased another train, so that puts us at 7340 in the bank.
All right. So then it is the demon wastes.
Yep.
Sounds just rude.
It's full of demons.
Wasteful.
I didn't actually do any math.
That's a good thing, maybe, or a bad thing. I'm not.
It's not really a good thing, but I guess it works. I mean, because I can build. I got to spend $40, and I can buy an $80 train, and I happen to have $120.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess that is what it is. Oh, it's a double dit.
Le double.
The double dits.
Oh yeah, they are not desirable.
Never are they.
I like the double sharp. That's a neat one right there.
Yeah. So
It's like, what if it was the gentles, but instead it was sharps?
And what do I want that other one to be?
Well, and there's two of them too. There's barely offset and
yeah, directly opposite each other. That's pretty great.
Problem with these double dits is you always do them wrong and it screws you up for the entire game.
The second live play I played, that double dit ended up getting put such a way that just screwed somebody all game long, and he just whined about it all game long. All right.
And I should go back. I'm gonna spend $120. That nothing can go wrong with that.
I moved you back. The Talenta Plains.
All right. So Talenta Plains. We're going to do this number. Fall backwards. And then purchase a train, I think. That's all I can afford. So 80 out of the company. And we're now at 7,500 in the bank. And we are done. So we slip back into the stock round, flip all these. It's not
Yeah, you can't
respecting.
do that. We had that problem with 62. I gotta take them off, I gotta flip them over, and then I gotta stack them back up.
Frustrating.
All right.
All right, and so go ahead, Ian.
I got $65.
A hot $65.
Yeah, make you holler. I'm gonna put 35 on that, and I'm done.
This one is so bad.
What?
Every dollar that gets paid for building over hills goes onto that, and then as soon as it gets assigned in, you get all the money for it. I think I've seen one hill get built on.
Or the demon
I
waste.
feel like they get avoided, right?
Funds. Okay, I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the healing enclave for 65, I guess. Do I really want to put 65 in it? Actually, let's go ahead and go 35.
Place a single whistle stop in a normal city of tile the same color. And that one is owning company may build 2 extra plain yellow tiles.
And then it closes the company. It closes the miner to do that.
Hills and forest tiles cost nothing. Closes the company. That's interesting. I want both of those things.
You should bid on both of them. I got a good feeling.
Yeah. I mean,
You
we all
can't.
got $65.
You can't.
I can't.
That's right.
I will bid $65 on this. Is that the one?
That's the one that I wanted. That's the upgrader.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pass. I'm good.
I'm gonna bid 60 on this one.
Shawn, you can't do anything, can you?
No,
Okay.
sir.
I will pass again. I'll let it go. I don't need it that bad.
Okay, I will pass. So, all right. So I spend 65, or no, 60, right? Yep, 60. Bless you.
Thanks.
Do we burn a train, or is it only for the first one?
It's only for the first one.
Ah, it says right there.
So,
very good.
All right. How much did you spend, Shawn?
65.
65. So we're at 76.25.
Place tower tokens to connect 2 of the owning company's existing station tokens with an airship route for 20 gold a hex. Immune to sabotage.
Yep.
Oh man, that means there's a sabotage card somewhere.
There used to be. I don't think there is anymore.
Okay. So, so then presumably you have this tower, and you can get it, like, if you, let's say hypothetically you get Sharn to the Morer holds.
Yeah.
That's like a stupid amount of money, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and the diesel trains are 4Ds, where you can travel all you want, and you just pick the best 4 stops.
Oh, that's
So what you're going to do is you're going to go Zendrick to Shawn, and then figure out a way to get to the White Bridge, and then hopefully you make that
man.
tomorrow. Yeah.
4D trains are the best trains.
Everybody loves them. That's one of the reasons this game just ends at the diesels, is because you rip so much money out of the bank. All right, you make 10 gold, so 10 comes out of the bank.
Everybody paid for their stuff.
I did.
Yeah.
You don't make any, and I make 20 gold, so. $75, $95. There we go. And we're back to the Eldine Reaches. So I'm going to do that number for free. And then I can only run one train this time. So that's going to be 2020 that I'm going to make. Eldine Reaches gets 20, so we're at 60, and then I get 20 personally. And I flip and roll forward. Roar holds.
Yes, I will take it. Wow. And I run for 40, so 2020.
About 55 and then 15. There we go.
So I could buy another train.
For 80?
For 80, because I could run it next time. I can pick up that awesome dit.
There's
because I won't be able
so many twos.
Because I'll have to build over it, which costs $40. Which means I could build it for 40, I'd have 60 in my run for 2020. Wait, if I buy now 20, I can't build next time. So I will not. I will not buy a train.
Okay.
You ran for 2020?
Yeah. I run for 2020.
Okay.
Okay. And I am gonna buy a train because I'm gonna run 2 trains next round, and that seems strong. I've spent $80 back to the bank if you're.
Yep, I'm already on it.
Very good, and then my other company still exists. Very good.
Can we buy trains across?
You may. Mm-hmm.
This guy runs for 25 each. Hot diggity.
So,
diggity.
I guess I'm good, because I can't run next round unless I... Nah. Alright. That one's good. Moved and flipped. Good. Shawn.
Moved and flipped.
Demon Wastes. The Demon Wastes.
The Demonists.
The most demonist wasteists.
I think it chooses not to build. It does not have $40.
Runs for a whopping 15.
Yeah, 15.
So that's 74, 75. There we go. Flip and roll forward. Talenta Plains. We will connect here. And then run 2020. So I take 40 out of here, so 70. All right. And flip and roll forward. And that's another OR in the bucket.
Game's flying by.
Okay. All right. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't reorganize
Turn order.
turn order.
I had 50. I had 65. Sean spent.
You would have been
65.
first.
Yeah.
I'm last.
Yeah. No, we
Okay.
didn't change. I think everything's.
We didn't.
fine.
Okay.
I think everything's okay.
I'm terrible about. I'm so terrible about that.
So this the tower, the low rander tower. That's a one-time only. So what does that do? How does that work?
So you're going to buy that in, and you're going to get these 2 tokens, and you're going to put those 2 tokens on top or underneath the other 2 tokens that you have on the board.
Okay.
And they don't have to be connected as long as you own the tokens.
Yeah.
And then once you do that, you now have a connection between those 2 sites that can't be blocked out.
Okay. So then that counts. Does it take up a train to run between them? Does it just add money to the company?
It does. We would draw a dotted line between those 2 things.
Yeah.
That you can just run between them, and it's just track that no one else is allowed to use.
Huh.
It's just think of it as a dotted line in the air.
That seems wild.
It is very powerful. It's a lot of fun too. It makes for pretty ugly calculations at the end of the game, though.
Ian loves ugly calculations.
I love ugly calculations so much. Huh. I guess I'll bid 55 on it then.
Oh, I should take this back. This one was mine. A 5 train doesn't suck. Let's go ahead and bid on
The 5
this
train
one.
does not suck.
So we'll bid 55 there.
I will pass.
I'll pass.
Pass. So I get a 5 train for $55. Takes us up to $74.90 there. And you also spend $55, right?
Yes.
Right, so 75.45. All right, we did not sell the first company, so it leaves the game and exports a train with it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
The next ones are the coach, that the whistle stops don't count against a company. Build through forest for free and skip more land debts. All right. So you
I already swapped. I already swapped.
Already been swapped.
I'm so fast.
Thank you. Thank you for that. All right. I make $20 from privates. How much do you make, Shawn?
10.
So, and Ian, you don't make any?
I make 10 now.
10. All right. ER. Okay, so we will complete this nasty little mess. And we're going to go with 2 trains. 60 plus 40 is 100, so 50.
Oh, you're winning.
He's played before. He's got an advantage.
Hey, I told you guys it was the best company in the game.
You did.
You're not allowed to act like I didn't.
No.
Or I pulled the wool over your eyes.
No.
I'm
okay.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm just stating a fact.
These are these are pure statements of fact. He is winning. True. That's fine.
I mean, you've watched us play before. You know,
I have.
Sometimes it's pretty dumb.
I wouldn't say that. I think I made a couple of inflammatory statements saying I don't think I'd have played it that way, and I wish I never had, honestly, because the punchline is you guys are having fun, and
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're. People are like, I don't know if I'd do that. You're like, no, that was not a good move. I shouldn't have done that, but I did it anyway, and you just kind of.
I mean, but when you're in the moment, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Back there, you know, armchair quarterback all you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a lot more time to think about your moves than you do in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
Sometimes we take forever. All right, it's my turn.
Yeah.
With
That's fine.
this guy.
Yeah, that guy. You know that hot company up there. He's
He's
got to help out your other company. You got to start building a cross and getting the other guy out of trouble.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thought.
That's a definite interpretation.
I mean, that was kind of like one of my plans.
You have a lot of plans.
But then maybe I also have other plans.
All right.
I mean, I'm making this up as I go, considering I've never seen any of this stuff before in my life.
I've seen the map, but it was like on Twitter, and I looked at it and go, oh man, that looks cool, and then that was kind of it.
I'm actually hoping to bring my copy of this to Tri-City Railcon too.
Oh, super cool.
Man, I super hope we get to do that.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm gonna email the.
All right. Again, this runs for 2020.
I'm gonna email the hotel this coming week.
So 25-25?
Yeah, he's over here.
Oh, I said 2020.
Oh, 2020. I sorry, I heard 25. So
I'm like, but then I had to go up to check. Maybe it should have been the other day. It's not. Let me think. Oh no, for a moment. So if I could do, that's not really what. All right, I will buy a second trade.
you bought a train?
I bought a trade.
Okay, so we're at 75-45.
I moved and flipped you.
Okay, thank you.
Valinar. Oh, can't do that. All right, no, that's fine. Never mind. I was like, man, I should have done a thing. Can't actually do that thing.
Looks like you got to make some good money though.
Yeah, it'll be alright. It should be what, 80? 20 and 20, and then 20 and 20 because of the thing.
Yep.
So 2020, 2020 is 80.
Yep.
So 40-40.
74, 65.
Alright.
And then flip and roll forward onto Dargoon.
We'll build one of those and run for 25 each.
Okay.
Which is 10, and then 25. And what do I want to do? How many? I keep turning off the overlay so I can see how many trains are in the stack.
2.
It's 2 trains. That's so many. How can there be so many trains in there?
Well, there's enough that every one of these guys can have 1 train, and then some of them get up to 2, right?
That's so many trains.
It is.
Well, I was gonna buy them across but I'm thinking I don't know what if I'm going to do anything or not. The minor companies can enter the gray, but can't leave it.
Any company that is not a 10-share pub or major company cannot pass the gray. They will float upwards. So that's another like downside to starting the Elding Reaches so high is that it doesn't have much mobility on the stock market.
Okay. Okay. I will not buy a train.
Okay. I already paid you out.
I have moved.
Although you only do. Okay. Are you broadcasting this?
Yes.
Sweet. Let me tell my buddy. I just told my buddy I was playing with you guys. So yeah, tell him to look up BRC on YouTube.
Somebody, Nick, says go Darth Doug.
Yeah, that would be Nick. Yeah, that's my buddy. That's Badger, Wyoming.
Okay.
Or Wyoming Badger. That's
I can tell
his
user icon looks like the one from Twitter.
he's a great guy, man.
That's like a Wyoming Badger.
Yeah, that's the one.
It's not Wyoming.
Badger?
It's Wisconsin.
It's Wisconsin.
And when he hears that, he's gonna like literally tear a piece of his own hair out.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm from Illinois, so I'm from a Big Ten school. So I mean, I knew it was Wisconsin Badger, but I just got my.
Are you from Little Egypt?
Well, yes, but that's a whole separate issue. I mean, my area is, it's in 1846. So
I like to bring that up as often as possible just to talk about it because I think it's amusing.
All right. I think it is TP's turn.
All right, Talenta Plains.
Did the Demon Wastes go?
Yeah, I mean he doesn't do anything.
Oh, he just ran for like a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to give you your $30 out of the.
Yeah, $30 out of the bank.
All right.
73.85. Talenta Plains now goes. Keeping with this, I've never seen this done, and I thought about it last time I played, so we're gonna do this. So then I'm running 2020.
You've never seen it done, but you had to try it out.
Yeah.
So the plan is to build into Sire and then, or Metroll.
Metroll
For the Sire company.
Yep. Well, and get a second train in there, and.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I've never seen any of it done. This will be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to get in your way of most anything.
Okay. Flip and roll up, and I believe we are done. God, I wish I had enough to buy another 2 train there. Do I buy it over and then purchase the next one with the Elding Reaches while I still can?
This is a good question.
There's 2. No, I'm going to stand pat. I'm going to break the always be buying trains rule.
Always be buying trains. Yeah, sometimes you don't want to buy trains. It's weird.
Yeah. Getting locked out with these little guys kind of not great.
Yeah, that's why I didn't buy the 4th 2 train. Just so that you can kind of... You have some room to work with.
For sure. All right, we are on to the stock round.
Let me flipping these over.
Oh, yes, sir.
That they all ended up. Is the Talenta Plains supposed to be back there? Or should it be with everybody else up in the same column?
Talenta Plains went up 1, right?
Oh, because you were at 50, so you had to bounce up. Okay.
We're playing the ledge game now.
Yeah. Okay. You always want to be on the ledge. That's the best place. Because then nobody can hurt you. Man, what do I want to do? I want to do so many things. I want to do so many things. I can just buy a president's share, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I buy the Brelish Royal Lightning Rail president's share for 65.
Well, but that's a 4. It's a 4% share.
I have to buy.
Or you have to buy 4 to get into it.
I thought you wanted to buy 2. I'm buying 2 shares.
But it's a
40%.
Yeah, but
Remember,
I'm only buying 2 shares. If you were talking about the conversion earlier, like going from 4 shares to 2, you get half your dividends, but the absolute value of your shares remains the same.
You might be right. Every time I've played it that it costs you 4 times to be able to purchase it.
Launch a public company. New public company. Oh, yeah, let's go back.
Oh.
It's right here.
20% per share.
Okay, I'm going to move forward now.
Sounds great.
Oops, I moved too far. If you pay, you always pay, but you pay per share, never per percentage. Have you always played paying double for the 20% shares as well?
I think we have.
Huh.
But to tell you what, I think you're right here actually. So we'll go ahead and play it that way.
I mean, because you have 40% of the company.
Right.
Oh, hey, Mike's just in the. Hey, Mike, glad you're here. Oh, I'll just ask. Hey, Mike, glad you're here. The first purchase of the share, what's the cost on it? Is it 4 times the amount, or is it 2 times the amount of the 65? So is it 130 to buy the president share, or 260?
I have to wait.
Huh.
Yeah,
I've been playing it wrong all this time. All right.
Oh, good. So then, that's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Okay. So I will.
Ian's winning.
Yeah, I'm. This is a runaway win right here.
Yep, that's game over.
Wait,
Okay.
So that means I should try to bankrupt myself.
Okay, so I purchase the president's share and set the value at 65. I assume was one of these the stock marker, or is that like another one somewhere?
Oh yeah, we'll need to create one to create the stock marker there for you.
Okay. There we go. Got it. Boom. Lowest possible par value.
There we go.
That was it. That's all I got.
Perfect. Yeah, that's a big move.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I don't know who's next.
That would be
me.
Shawn.
It's me, sorry. I will bid. I'm like, come on, man, take your turn.
It was you. Shawn, come on, take your turn.
I'm going to put 35 on this guy.
Hey man, that'd be pretty cool for the demon wastes, wouldn't it?
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't mind that being a thing that happened.
So I think too, because what's really interesting about your decision here is that you barely have enough money to do what you want to do, and I'm pretty positive you can issue shares.
I don't need to issue shares. I'm good.
Okay.
I can do lots of stuff. I got lots of things going on.
You do you.
I got a lot of ideas.
Look.
Let's see.
You've seen us. We can make mistakes in any game that we play. And sometimes we dig ourselves out of the hole.
Good plan.
And sometimes the hole digs us.
Let's see.
What you want to do is you want to make a decision and then just kind of
and then
just deal
fight
with
to
it.
make it right.
You just deal with it
Well,
as life goes on.
My plan is to screw this up like I have 1822 in the past also.
Nice.
So,
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna launch Kibara at 100.
okay. I mean,
Yeah,
it's yours.
I have no money, so I'm out.
Oh,
And I have 90.
Okay.
So there you go.
Well then.
I am out of all decisions.
Well, that is. Great.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Okay, I guess.
I mean, I can bid 35 on this one too. Is that the one I wanted? So I skip Mournland Dits. Where are the Mournlands?
It's the sire in the middle.
So
Yep.
it's this part.
Yep. When this overlays every one of these little, this is a Mornland it.
Stopping at them does not count against. Okay, so it's a
So
Pullman.
either I skip one train, skips Dits. Oh.
One train absorbs the dits.
That means not any train, right? Yeah. Does not count against their capacity. Or all company trains skip Mournland Dits. So, oof. Is that?
I don't know if you
running in there.
Did you look at the Mournland? It's over here.
Yeah, I mean everything's Dits.
It's all dits. It's rotten with dits.
But the question is like, am I gonna be messing around with that stuff?
I don't know.
Whatever. I'm gonna do both of these,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take them because you guys don't have any money left.
Right.
Okay.
Just all yours. We're done.
How much did you pay for those total?
I paid $70.
Oh man, you're
Okay.
gonna be first, and I'm gonna be
first.
last because I have 0.
But I'm not gonna have any money, so that's kind of awesome.
Your stuff's starting to run into my stuff. Get out of here.
All right.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
All right.
All right. Well, that's it.
Yeah. I believe. Oh, we have been moving the operating token.
Uh,
Right. Oh no.
I'll move this forward.
Okay. Sorry, I'm kind of multitasking a little
You
bit.
got a lot of stuff. Oh man, ignore shipping costs.
is that the sweater mic? I watched him play when he played on heavy cardboard. Always seemed like a guy I wanted to play with.
Sweater Mike, yeah.
Yeah.
He says that the implementation. I'm the one who kind of organized the implementation. He says it looks really good, so I'm super stoked. So.
Somebody should take a turn. Who is that?
The Eldine reaches.
Eldine reaches. Okay, let me stop being starstruck long enough to actually play the game here. Okay, ER is going to go. Could pay 40 gold to start heading down towards Rote. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So, Eldine Reach's pay is 40. So we're at 70 gold here. Just like that. And then I'm running for 60 plus 40 is
Still 100.
100. So 50-50 again.
Did one of these trains die?
No, the first. No, the you took
it's
the
only
first two.
first company?
Yeah, you took the first two. It's only the first two companies.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's only the first company, and you bought 1
Yep.
and 2.
Alrighty.
Shawn, it's the Moorer holds.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I guess. You said these Ys are
Weird.
Weird. I guess he does that. Which doesn't do anything, and he still runs for 2020.
All right, 40 out of the bank.
I have moved and flipped.
Fantastic.
Valinar. Gonna bring that around.
Bring it around.
And then run for 80 from the bank. Split 40-40.
Okay.
And then that doesn't do anything else.
Okay, so 74.15 minus 80 is 73.35.
Whatever the Dargoon will build there, and then he'll run for 50 from the bank, 25 each.
Okay. 72.85. I will flip and roll you onto the Demon
Okay.
Wastes.
And then how many? Still 2 trains left. Good lord.
You holding out? Waiting for those 3s to break?
I would like a 3 because it's 50% better than a 2.
Oh, hey, we didn't pay privates, did we? So
no, we
No.
didn't.
I need $20 to go into my pocket.
I get 25.
25 to Ian. Or to Shawn, excuse
Shawn.
me. So
Thanks, Nick. And then I get 10 whenever you...
okay.
Doing that. I'll just keep
I
doing
screwed up the
stuff.
bank a little bit, but I think it's going to be pretty inconsequential. It's like $100.
Okay. I'm good.
Yeah, you need another one of these. Like really,
I agree.
The bank and all the companies need to have one of these things.
Yep. I need to. The guy who did it on my XX tabletop Discord, his name's Demi Costa, put a lot of work into it, and I need to talk to him to get another one of those on there and make some changes.
I mean,
I've been trying to get him to script it for a while, but it's a little bit outside of his.
I mean, even just this is nice. You put in a number down here, you do the math. You see what number you put in, so you can know if you messed up. And the same from all the companies. It'd be kind of nice. I mean, it gives you 2 points to make sure that you're doing things correctly.
Exactly.
The Dargoon is complete.
Okay.
Demon
so we are on
Wastes.
to Demon.
All right. So this guy can acquire privates.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will do that. Acquire phase 2.
You just bring it in.
I just bring it in.
You brought it. It's been brought.
It's over here now.
Assigned it.
And then maybe I just start going that way, or he starts to head down here, but this is all kind of crapped out. Yeah. I want to build across the water.
Oh man, your companies are almost connected.
I mean, that makes no difference in the world.
No. No, that's like a 67 New England kind of deal.
Hey, but it is what it is.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
It be what it do.
I mean, I could also bring in that one, right? So then the miners just go with the company, the privates. So like the Demon Waste, when it gets acquired by somebody, when it merges into a major, it's going to get all these miners too.
Any miner that's assigned in will go with it. Yes.
I mean, so I could.
You could put the healers in there.
Yeah, I could put the. Well, I could do that. Yeah,
Oh, but
I
you
could
were
also
thinking
just,
the
yeah,
luxury
because that's
coach.
because then I can hit
Ah,
that guy, but it'll be the same. So
but it
doesn't
says
matter.
acquire phase 3.
Okay. Well, I can't anyway, but it wouldn't matter because I'd run a 2 and a 2, and it'd cost me 1, which is the same thing as a 2 and a 1.
Okay.
So there's that.
So there's that.
So there's that.
So you don't do any. You don't do any of that.
I don't need to do any of that. I just run 15-15.
Oh, it's slightly better this time.
No, I mean it's 15-15
Oh, okay.
before.
Oh, you just got
That
the
is
build
where it
though.
is.
Okay.
All right. So $30 out of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 72.75. And that's a flip and roll, right? Talenta Plains will upgrade that there. That. And then just run for 25-25. Pull 50 out of here. All right. And so I probably want to buy another 2 train, which I will do. So. Seven, 3, 5. And then that's a flip and roll forward. And Kibara has that going on there. Can't go past there. I guess we'll run down here east. Kath. And then we'll buy this last 2 train.
Oh man, the game's almost over.
And fall backwards. It's always weird to me how the bank always tends to hover those first few rounds, and you just can't get it going, and then it just like disappears in just about every game.
Yeah, I mean, because you're
Tables
putting
and-
money in. I mean, it's really just kind of you're taking money out and you're putting it right back in,
Mm-hmm.
or it's building up in something and all of a sudden it goes back in. But eventually, yeah, I mean, you got the trains. You just kind of pull it all out over a couple of rounds.
Okay. Who am I? Brelish.
Brelish.
So then you were talking about these Y cities. There's no straight Y city, is there?
Nope. That's all either aggressive curve or gentle curve.
Aggressive
curves. So then the question is whether or not if I build up to you here, whether or not you'll just feel like, oh, that's cool, and then you'll just like zag away like all of a sudden, and I'll be like, oh, I guess I won't do that then.
I doubt it.
Okay.
The plan is to work together with you there. I'm not certain whether or not you want to do it. I should be more worried about you not playing nice.
So what I actually need to be concerned about is the fact where the Y faces and when I would get to run. I'm not going to get to run this round. Or I mean, I'm not going to get to run. I'm going to have to build again to do anything. Which... Huh. You build there, and then I build somewhere else. Alright, so... Oh, I didn't... Okay, I didn't put a token there yet. That's why. So I'll do that. And... I'll do that.
Beautiful.
I gotta pay $40 to build, leaving me with 90. And then I will buy. I'm gonna buy the 2 train off the Valinar for $90. I'll buy it for $80.
Okay.
I'm also gonna bring in the messengers at some point. Not that it matters, but not that it matters right now. But it's in there. It's happening. This is real. Okay. All right. I'm done.
Okay. All right, so we're back to stock round.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, it's you.
Yep.
Playing the game wrong. It's awesome.
Oh, these can go up here in your hand too.
My hand, yes.
Yep.
All right, so I'm bidding $35 on the smugglers.
What do those do? Oh, yes. God, play them expertly. Let's not. Let's. Hey now. Hey now. Let's not get. Not say things we can't take back.
I'm gonna bid 50 on the Orium Bridge Builders.
No pressure. You guys are buying minor. You guys are buying privates like crazy people.
Yeah, I told you I'm playing it wrong.
Yeah, I don't know how to play this game.
I mean, I know how to play 22, and this isn't it.
And this isn't it. I'm gonna buy a share of my company.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably something you were going to do.
Makes the most sense.
And then it's to me.
Not sure how I feel about that in this game.
I will pass.
So if I pass, that puts us in green.
Is that a thing you want to have happen?
I think so. So I pass also. And then Ian obviously passes.
Yes, I
So
will
I
take another
spend
pass.
50.
How much did you spend, Shawn?
35.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. All right, one of the 3 trains got exported, right? Oh, I'm doing that right now. Blink. This bad boy gets exported. I make 5, 20, 30 gold.
So does this still pay my company?
Yes.
All right, so I take out 35.
I take out 10.
Okay.
Did you ended the round with $80, or is that you've taken your money? Oh, these
I've taken. Yep.
Okay, we were all in the right order.
Yes, we were in the right order.
All right, very good.
Wait. No, I should be first player now, right?
But you've already taken your $30.
Oh, yeah, I've already taken my 30.
Yeah,
You're
Shawn
right.
was at 65, I think.
I
Because he
was
was at 80. And he spent 35.
Oh, I didn't actually look to see how much. So you had $100 and you spent 50, right?
Yep.
So you're ended the round at 30.
I ended the round at 50. I had 100. I spent 50. Ended at 50.
Oh, that makes sense. So yeah, you should be first.
Yeah, you two need to swap.
Yep.
I mean, I can math.
Not that it matters too aggressively.
Sometimes.
But yeah.
Okay. Eldine reaches.
All right. ER. We're gonna continue our friendly plan here.
For the backstab.
Right.
Prepare for the backstab.
All right, and so then we're going to run 70 and 50 as a $1.20, so 60-60.
So much money.
Right. 73.15. And I hover in place.
Myrrh holds.
Myrrh.
Myrrh. Frankincense and myrrh. And
Murder.
and holds.
All right.
Man, I can't believe you're not going to Fort Zombie.
I can't. There's a black line there.
Yeah,
so
you would have had to make a decision last round.
I think I did. I mean, because it's
I decided not to do
Zombie.
that thing that you said.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and be dumb and stick my token in. And then I'm gonna run for 5, and 5 is 10, so 50-50.
Hooey. Did you get your money? You good?
I got my money.
Did you float up?
I just flipped him over.
Okay, yeah, he needs to float
I'm
up.
assuming that Ian is doing those things.
No, I didn't do that. I just flipped you over. I didn't move you up at all.
I don't. Yeah.
So did you move yourself up?
I did not.
Okay. I didn't want to move you up, and then you also move you up. So I didn't move
Whoever's going to do it, go ahead and do it.
Yeah, okay.
Am I moved up?
Alright. Are you done?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because I was at 80, so I moved.
Val. Looking at these awesome cities.
I'm positive that is only there so that this can upgrade.
So that you don't need to create a whole new tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
But that's where it stops. It'll never upgrade again, right?
Looks like. It's
Nothing
okay.
with 2 blank sides.
It's just here for show. I run it for 60. So 60 from the bank, 30-30.
Okay. Alright. I should be able to do math like this in my head, but I'm not going to.
That's a bad plan.
72.15 minus
And then
60.
I float up, and then I will get a 3 train from the bank. So
Okay.
I put 100. I put 160 back in the bank.
All right, 73.15.
The Dargoon. Dargoon. Okay, I got that right. You got to make sure you pick the right shape of tile.
Yeah, don't mess up.
Don't mess that up. That'd be terrible. Runs a 2-train for $60 from the bank. And then also moves up. That's all. It's all for him.
Okay. All right, so Talenta Plains,
Well,
or no, Demon Ways. Excuse me.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hang on. I am going to. I'm gonna buy a train across.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Demon Waste will now just run for 2020.
So 40. Okay.
I mean, I could. I don't know. Is this the company I'm going to do all this crap with? Hold on. Just give it all of these powers.
It needs more power.
More power.
More power. I mean, I guess.
I suppose.
We are now in phase 3. Oh, that's my hand. That. Stop it. So then I run my 2 for 5 instead. So 25, 25.
Okay. 71, 60. All right. Flip and roll up. I've done that for you.
Thank you.
All right. Any train nanigans?
Nope.
Okay. It's just everything in the Demon Wastes now.
I mean, it's using it. I mean,
yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong. It was surprising to see it.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised also.
All right.
All
right. So, toilet paper is going to go. And I kind of feel like, I'm gonna do can't do that number. Do that. I think that's what I want to do. Oh, man down. The disappearing tile trick always just like blows my mind. Okay, so 60 plus 60 is 120 out of the bank.
They start to sink into the table.
Yep.
Like these.
Yeah, you flip them over is what apparently you do.
Yeah. But then it only saves them until the next time you touch the pile, and then they fall again. Yeah, it's all right. So
yeah, 62 has a lot of problems with that. The tokens, and that one just sink into the table.
all right. So Talenta Plains flips and rolls up. Kibara will build down in here to Keth, I guess. So, and then is running 30-30. So 60 out of here, 69, 85. All right. So I guess the big question is do I want to do any train shenanigans here? Give Talenta Plains an opportunity to get a 3 train, I think.
I moved and flipped you.
Thank you. All right. Yeah, we're gonna buy a train over 50, I guess. Oh wait, 0, 230, and go. We are done, right? Oh no.
Yeah. Yep. I got the Brelish.
Do your worst. Or your best. I'm not your dad.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and do my best. 2 tiles, one of which may be an upgrade. So I will take an upgrade. and that. So, with my Civis messengers and my single 2-train, I'm going to run it for 4, 7, 9. So
Yep.
90 from the bank. And I get 54. And the company gets 36. I also had to go get a calculator.
Just buy a box of them. Try to.
I bought one, and I thought that was going to be enough, but I guess not. And then I think that's gonna be all for that guy.
Okay. You ran for 90, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I paid enough to move forward.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right. So now we are in OR1. Ooh, we gotta flip these guys over, right? No, wait a second.
Yeah,
Val
ends up on top. I got it.
Oh, okay. All right. Eldine. Only gonna run for 35 this turn because he sold his train off. So 2, 5. So that's 70, 68, 25. And then gonna buy a 3. And so that's gonna cost $1.60. So we're at 105 in the company. And 69.85. There we go. And flip and roll in place.
More.
Yeah, what you got?
What you got?
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
Is it?
I can do that. 30. Is this OR2?
This is
Yes.
the second.
Privates pay?
Oh, the privates pay.
Oh, privates, yes. I'm pulling 30 out.
I'm going to do 35.
I have a gentleman's 10.
30 plus 35 plus 10 is 75. There we go.
40, nothing I can do. 100 to train. Which is a little unfortunate. So I will grade this. Take otherwise. I think I did.
Last time I played this 2-player, I bankrupted us at the force. It was a goofy train rush.
Not that one.
Yeah, please. I like where I'm at.
Not that one. All right, so it runs its 2 trains.
So flip and roll up.
Jeez. What is your problem? Delete. And it will, I think, buy this guy over. No, I can't. I cannot buy a train. I had to do it the other way. So he's done.
Who's up? Is it me?
Valinar. Yeah.
Valinar. Valinar.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What do I want to do?
You know the answer to that.
Yeah, I know. I know. What I actually want to do is something that doesn't cost money. And then he runs a 2-train for 60 out of the bank.
60. Okay.
And then I need to move and flip, and then buy a train for 160.
Okay.
Oops. Should have 30. Okay. Dargoon. Can't afford to do much. Can't afford to do what I want to do. So I do nothing and run a 2 and a 3. Which the 2 is 6 and the 3 is a 9. So 15. So 75, 75.
Not a bad round, sir.
Okay. I am done.
Demon.
Blue Demon? Blue Demon?
I guess.
Oh, there is another end game thing. You either end at the bankruptcy, or if anyone gets to the penultimate spot, I think you run 2 more times and call it a day.
Game ends when bank breaks plus 2 more ORs, or stock reaches 350. Okay.
All right,
Oh, I guess.
For
Oh,
30,
bank breaks
30.
plus 2 more hours, or if any stock reaches 350. So as soon as we hit 350, it's game. I've never seen that. Typically, we die about here.
Okay.
It's going to buy one of these. Hopefully we're going to fix this in a minute. Those in there. All of the companies in there.
Yeah, how's the Demon Waste doing?
You know, it's something. Things are happening.
It's a thing.
I'm just doing. Somebody else can go. I'm just doing some math.
How much did you take out of the bank for the Demon Wastes?
30. I thought you heard me. I said 30, 30.
Okay.
Wait.
So.
But you took 30 out of the bank, you took 60 out of the bank.
I took 60 out of the bank.
Okay.
I ran for 30.
Okay.
30.
I've moved and flipped you.
All right, Talenta Plains. See, I guess we'll do some more upgrading here. Plains has 2 2s, so we are going to run for 70 plus 60 is 130. So 65, 65. So we'll take 130 out of the bank, so 65, 60. And then flip and roll. Can't buy anything. So now we're on to Kibara.
You never put
Can't
the
token.
Kobara token on the board.
I should probably do that, yes. Okay. I think I want to get into Aeronol here, so let's go ahead and... That it? And then I probably want to token somewhere to make use of all of these trains. So... but he doesn't have any money to make use of all of those trains.
So it's kind of a non-issue.
Right. So we're going to go 60 plus 50 is 110. So 55 here. 5 here. $1.10 out of the bank. So 64, 50.
Then I moved and flipped you.
Thank you. And go ahead.
The Brelish. The Brelish. What am I gonna do? I gotta do something with this guy. All these, man, it's every game. It's like, what's up with these dits? They're everywhere. They're terrible. It's just the worst. Shawn is
Didn't you buy the train that ignores dits?
No, Shawn has all those.
Oh, Shawn did that. You should have fought more for it.
I had spent my money. I think I was spending my money on my major at that time.
That seems legitimate.
Yeah. And what I think I want to do... the dits are always the... You need a dit blaster. The dit paver. Shawn can wait.
You gotta pay for that.
I gotta pay for one of them, shut up. I paid for one of them. I paid! Get off my back.
Get off of my back, old man.
And then I run for 90 again. What are you groaning about?
I'm losing.
He has a humdinger of a problem.
I'm losing.
Ah, dang it. These are not the same calculators, and I wish they were.
Yes, I've said that. Like, that'd be great.
Okay.
How much did you take out of the bank?
$90.
Okay. So 63, 60.
I've moved and flipped.
All right, we are into the stock round. All right, I go first. Which big company do I launch?
Now is the time for decisions.
Yep. I've been pointing at that guy all game long.
You really have. So then it'd be a real switch up to do something else entirely.
What really stinks is that even though I did this, this is all going to get wiped off, and all my hard work is going to get reset.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like
that's a future Doug problem.
Right. So we're buying into Sire.
Where's okay. So 4 of the companies are just in this line right here, right? They're just I guess not a line, but they're just and then there.
Yep.
And then the other one doesn't exist until...
Yep. And what's going to happen is this one's going to get wiped off and moved to the S tile when the war happens.
Huh.
So Sire's home base will legitimately move.
Okay.
And so kind of building and getting in over here is kind of a priority.
All right.
Okay. So what am I going to launch for? I have $415. It would probably be a shame of me to not use every penny of it, so we're going to buy in at 100.
All right. Well, I'm going to start the Karanathi lightning rail because that sounds really cool. But I'm not as cool as starting it as 100. I think that is, I can either get well, I will not. I will start it at like 75.
Huh.
So if Mike's still watching, every time Jurassico has ever been used, it's always been the same dit, and I wonder if it's naturally going to happen again this game. I don't think so. I think this will be where it changes finally.
I'm going to end up spending $225.
Okay. And that's on...
I started at Karanathi. And I'm going to buy 3 shares of it.
Okay.
I was trying to save you a...
Well, I don't take anything out of the bank. It's a partial cap, so...
Oh, yeah. It just
That goes into the company.
Yep, comes out of your bank, goes
Never
into
mind then. That's what I get for being helpful.
I mean, I appreciate it.
That's what you get for being helpful.
That's what I get for being helpful.
All right, so on to...
Yeah, I got I'm trying to make several plans at once. It's tough.
That sounds like a headache.
It's tough.
While we're waiting, I can flip all these over so we know what
Yeah.
we're into here. So, brown is on the bottom here. Oh, pink is on the bottom here. Oops. There we go.
That seems to be right.
Okay. I am going to start the Andaran, the dark blue one.
2 companies.
This is the last company that I will have. I can't get any farther into that than this. But I'm going to start it. Can you make a copy of one of my tokens for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh, I need to put it.
And I'll do the same for you here.
And I'm going to start it at 100.
Okay. I will buy another share for 100.
Yeah, and I'm buying.
And I will buy my share.
Okay. Buy my last share for 100.
But now you have 80% of your company.
I do. Yep.
I thought you could only have 60.
You're right. You're right. You can only have 60 to start. You're right. I got ahead of myself. Okay. So I guess I got to buy someone else's company.
You can buy somebody else's.
Yep.
Have you played any 18 VA?
I have not.
Oh, so
I've wanted to. I watched you guys.
5 share companies is a big thing in 18 VA. So that's when we're like, oh, you have 3 certs. You're not getting any more of that for a while. You get real used to it. That was our first game with a 5 share company that we played a whole bunch.
Well, I'm remembering that you can own 100%, and I'm just checking right here. I don't think so, though. I've played a bunch where 5 shares you can own 100%, and it's crossing over from 44 in my mind, where when they're 5 shares you can own 100. But yeah, looks like it's still a 60% limit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So who do I cross invest in? I could cross invest in myself and go for one of these last guys, but that only gives me headaches when I'm trying to buy more trains, because I'm going to be buying a 3 or perhaps even a 4, or I'm buying a cross, and I've got good runs on all those guys.
Mike's saying you can go above 60% through the acquisition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can, and through acquisition you can go above 60%. But then as soon as the stock round comes around, you have to get back down to 60%.
So the first part is like 22, but then the second part isn't, because you have to.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I'm trying to bring over 44 rules. Plus, I don't like being wrong, so I'm probably struggling against that too.
I live.
Oh no,
Mike! I live in.
Mike's saying you stay above 60.
What? The
like
rulebook
22.
doesn't.
Oh, I can't.
Has the rulebook changed? Because
can't read that while you're flipping. That's fine.
Oh, sorry.
No. I was looking through it while you were taking your turn.
Well, I see.
That's very good for me though. I like the way this sounds.
Okay, so we can stay above 100.
Okay.
Yeah, we've played, and I thought we had found rules that suggested you had to come back down under 60%, like in black and white in the rule set. So being able to go over 100 is huge, or over 60 is huge.
Yeah.
Things are looking up, Shawn.
All right.
It's looking up.
Things are looking good for Team Ian.
Right.
Ian needs a win.
Yeah, that's right.
My
That's
gosh.
right, I do. Absolutely right.
I guess I will buy a share of red since it's up and running. So $70.
Yeah, don't look over here. These companies are trash.
What are you doing? Don't look over here.
All right. Where can I take my share from out of your company?
Sorry, hang on 1 second.
This guy?
They're in the treasury.
Okay, taking that.
How much? You give me $70 for that.
Yes.
That's all right. I will survive somehow.
As long as you know how to live.
That's right. Okay. All right. Very good. I'm gonna take a pass, in case this is not obvious.
I'm passing.
All right.
Yeah, obviously pass too.
All right, I reorganize the turn order.
And then we get our private income.
Yep. Okay. Fix my lightning rail
Take
there.
out 35.
How much do you... it's still 75 total taken out, right?
Right.
Okay, so 62... 85. Okay. And we are on to Eldine Reaches again. And can't go through there. I remembered the Y's having 2 stops through there.
Yeah, so I'm actually not super jazzed that they only have 1, but I'm going to find a way to survive.
All right, well, I guess I'm running for 50 plus 80, or no, yeah, 50 plus 70 plus 40.
What kind of trains does this company have? A 2
Just
and a 3.
a 2 and a 3, so yeah. So one train is running for here to here for 50. And then...
Okay.
So...
All right, yeah.
50
that's
plus 70 plus 110. So 160 is what that train is running. So 61.25. And that's 80 each. All right. And flip and roll in place. Go ahead, Maror holds.
Roar. We can not spend any money. An upgrade that city. I do. That'll be interesting. There.
Yeah, Mike, if you go to page 7 of the rulebook, and you go to the third big dot down and then the second hollow dot there, this transfer of shares allows the player to legally but temporarily exceed the certificate limit until the next stock round, at which time she must immediately sell down to the prevailing certificate limit.
That's the cert
is that?
That's the cert
That's
limit,
the overall cert limit, not okay.
Interesting. So
Yeah, I've been playing that by if you go above 60.
The ownership. Okay. That's interesting that it even lets you take you over the cert limit temporarily.
Right.
Yep. 5 and 7 for 12. So 60.
Okay.
No, sorry. Not that much. I gave up one of my trains. So 7. So 35.
Okay.
And then he buys one of these 3s for 160.
Okay.
Ends up 30. All right.
Valnar? Valinar.
Yes.
There's a whole other syllable in there. I think that's that, because I can't build through these $40 forests. So I run a 2 for 6 and a 3 for 3, 6, 9, minus 10. So 6 and 9 is 15, minus 10 is 140.
All right. All right. So 62.15 minus 140 is 60.75.
Dargoon can build that, so he will. And then it runs a 2 for 6 and a 3 for 9, so it also takes out 150. It takes out 150, not also.
Okay. All right. So okay. And then flips and rolls upwards.
Yeah, those should both be up there now. Okay.
Yep.
And I may need to do some train shenanigans. Give me just a minute, though.
Giving a minute.
Yeah, go ahead and take your turn. I can appraise you of whatever I do when I'm done.
Okay. So Demon Wastes.
What? It's not my turn.
Yeah, it is.
Looks like it.
The miners all go. The miners go.
Yeah, miners all go before. Yep.
Ah. Interesting. All right. Can I? I thought the majors. Can I just not have bought? Can I switch up my train buying then?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with you
That's fine.
retconning.
That's a black mark on you forever, Shawn. You know that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
So put $160 back in the bank,
Yeah.
or take $160 back out of the bank.
It'll be just temporarily anyway.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
He does that for some amount of money. This guy's gonna run 2 trains 30. So then he only needs $10. All right, this is all going to be ugly here in a minute. So Demon Race should build a track somewhere. Maybe we'll start trying to go somewhere else. And then runs for 30, so I'm pulling out $60. And then says other $60 he's gonna buy a free train. But I had to make room. I thought my trains were gonna be rusted since the majors were gonna run first.
Yeah, we might. I don't know if we'll see bankruptcies, but things are going to get dicey quick.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm dicing up here pretty quick. All right, that seems to be the end of my turn.
Okay, so flip and fall upwards. Talenta Plains gets to go. Talenta Plains will. Let's see, which way would I rather go? I think I want to help build this way instead of down. Right? Yeah. And then TP runs. It has 2 2s, so it's going to run for 70 plus 60, which is 13 again. So 130 out of the count. $65 and 5, so that's 190. All right, and so then we flip and roll upwards. And then Kubara gets to do its thing. It has enough to buy a token. Does it want to? It makes better money, right?
I left it zoomed in on, like, just my shareholdings without. I should have zoomed it out to the table when I walked away, but I didn't.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I think we'll pay 50 out of the company. 845. Put down this token right here. And then we're going to make 13, just like Talenta Plains. Yep. I already built track over here. So then we go 65 and 65. Flip and roll forwards, and we are now on Siren, the lightning rail. All right. So very first thing I want to do is I want to purchase in. We have my token go here. I'm going to purchase in the Talenta plane.
Nope.
No.
This is your first. This is your first OR, right?
But also acquiring a minor company is at the end of the round.
Oh, it's at the end?
It's after running.
But also the
after
first ORs.
So it has to be done in order? Is that what I understand?
That is,
Yes.
If it is an interpretation of 22, then that is the way it is supposed to be. If Mike is still here,
take place during an OR in which either company first operates.
Okay. Not in the. Is that what the trade marker's for? Oh, that's the. Okay.
No, I mean.
Did you find?
No, the train marker. The train marker. He expected it to be the same. Not have these markers.
Acquisition cannot take place during the first OR in which either company operates.
My bad.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
It's also.
I would really enjoy that to not be true.
But it totally is, isn't it?
But it absolutely is. Yeah.
It's also, if it's since so much of it is like 22, and I don't know that this is necessarily the case. If it is, based on some of the ideas from 22, it takes place at the end, which is also listed on your your main charter.
Yeah. We've had some conversation about whether or not it has to happen in a specific order, but the rules again don't seem exactly clear on that.
Well, except
because it looked like it could be
on the charter. It literally has an order of operations.
Right, but then in the rule book, if you go to what it can be done, I think it says it can be done at any point.
Well, you can acquire privates at any time.
I see,
but not minors.
Yeah. Well, on these rules, like it's 4.1 is order of operations, so that seems to be. But we have a bunch of 22 experience, and this feels very similar. So.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy the last 3 train with the Siren Lightning Rail.
Somebody had to.
Yep. And then, so that's going to cost me 160. So that leaves me with 140.
Yeah.
140 left in the account.
Mike says they borrowed it from 22. The order of operations must be done as printed. Okay. That is that's a real big thing in 22, is making sure that your miners die at just the right time, because if you get it wrong, then you end up rolling backwards for a while trying to untie that knot, and sometimes it's just a pain. Everything's a mess.
All right, so we are now officially
the 4s have been
done with that. Yep, 4's have been open. Well, they're purchasable.
I thought you bought a 4.
No, I bought a 3.
Okay.
So
how many? Okay.
And we're on to blue.
Blue is a Y city. That's disappointing, as always.
Yeah, and you gotta make a decision too, and they hurt. That's one of the things I love about this is like the decisions up north. You end up with such wonky configurations.
Okay. I do that. I'd been thinking about that for a while.
Okay.
I will go back and flip. I will purchase for. Who am I going to get this from? I will purchase for $1 this 3 train from the Dargoon. And then I am done.
Huh.
Did you say, huh?
Huh.
You hadn't thought about that?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, so now that guy, and I guess since I played that wrong again, has to place its home station, pay $40 for it.
Oh, yeah, that kind of stinks.
Yeah, I should have played that better.
I don't think you get to start with a green though. I'm pretty sure.
I probably don't get to start with a green. But what if I want?
In one turn you'll be able to upgrade it. Actually, maybe you could, because you could place it and then upgrade it, right, for your 2 lays.
Majors get 2 lays? Did I miss that?
Yeah,
one?
majors. Yeah, lay 2. 2 tiles, 1 may be an upgrade. So actually, yeah, you can place that as a green as long as it's the only thing you do.
And can you place and upgrade the same tile?
I think so.
To a different tile.
Oh, different?
Yeah.
Never mind.
That also seems like a... I'll put that on the board. I'm choosing not to. Can't get through there. I don't really want to spend an extra $40 this juncture. Not really expecting this to happen. So he back. He chooses to buy a train. Interesting. I'll be fine for a while. He's gonna buy one of these 2s over for some amount of money. So some of the next player can go.
Buy it over for dollars.
Yeah, for dollars.
Red is next.
Matters too much.
Earn me some money.
Okay. What am I going to do? I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to... I'm only going to do 1 tile action. I'm going to spend $40 to the bank.
I hope it's 50.
Well, the charter says 40.
Oh.
On the
I thought it said 50.
On the big guy.
Oh, on the big guy. Never mind.
Okay.
You're right. So 59.65.
And with this hot 2 train, I'm gonna run it for 9 again. Because
Nice.
that's what it does.
Sweet $9.
So the company gets... Company ends up at 150, which is probably going to be super critical here in a minute. I moved and flipped. And then...
All right, and so I need to pull 90 out of the bank. 58.75. There we go.
And then the Relish Royal Lightning Rail will acquire the Dargoon. So the Dargoon is 220. And it only has 1 share. Oh, it has 1 share because you are... Oh no, wait. It gets the other shares.
Yep.
Okay. I was like, oh, you did this to me. Okay. So this side is 220. That side is 150. So it pays me $70. And
Wait. Oh yeah, it does. It pays. Wait, does it pay this company or does it pay you the 70?
Brelish pays me $70
Okay.
because I was the sole owner of the Dargoon.
Yes.
So the company has to pay the owner. Um,
Right, but you only had 150 in here.
yeah, and then I added in the 146 from the Dargoon after.
There we go.
I paid it out first, and then I added it back in.
That makes sense.
I moved over an exchange marker. The Dargoon had an extra one left. I don't know where that goes.
Because you had an extra one,
Yeah.
you can put another marker from exchange to here at the lowest price. There you go.
Okay. So I swapped one out, and then I made one available. Okay. And this removes the Dargoon from the game.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. And then I gotta go work on something else for a minute.
Okay.
But
we'll get the turn prepped.
Yeah. I get $10 for my private on the next.
Okay. You want to take it real quick?
Yeah.
While we wait.
Okay.
This is interesting.
I agree. With some of the changes that you guys are talking about, I've played this game in a much more like brute force, bloody-headed method.
Yeah.
That just I can't do now, and I don't know what to change. It's an interesting.
Oh, so he doesn't get the exchange token. He doesn't get the extra one as an exchange token.
Oh, oops.
He gets it.
We'll
You
put it
can
back
either
then.
get one or
One or
you
the
get them
other.
all or none, right?
I see.
So you choose not to get any of the tokens from the board, or you choose it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So I need to take. So all told, I'm being paid 30. He's already added his 10, and how much you get paid?
35.
35. So 5,800. I'm
So
embarrassing myself in front of Mike.
It's hard to
I
read
gotta
these rules.
tighten up. Have you? Do you hit alternate to bring it up full screen?
But then you have to like get it out to full screen to go to the next page. So it's like, well, no, it's not on that page. Yeah, because I was looking for that. Like that didn't seem quite right.
Oh, buddy, who's gonna pull the ripcord and teach us all a little bit of pain?
I think there's not going to be a lot of.
I might end up having to buy a train for Kibara out of pocket. I think that's what's going to end up happening for me.
I mean, because we pushed it, so we didn't really push the trains, right?
Right.
I mean, the twos are still alive. That's the one thing that's kind of saved me. I mean, I'm still losing.
Twos tend to last a little while longer in this one. Like, it kind of feels like we're about.
Nobody bought the 4. Well, so we play a bit more aggressive usually because they're like, oh, well, somebody's going to buy the 4. Might as well be me, right?
Right.
But I think everyone was going to feel the pain of buying the 4, so everyone's pushed it off. But, well, it's your turn, right? So you can go ahead because you're ER.
Well, yeah, I guess I didn't want to play with him being gone, but I guess I can, as long as you're here, and so we're keeping it fair that way.
I'm sitting here. I'm trying to do something else at the same time.
I was also going to say you can scrub the video, and if you catch me.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So. You're making. Oh wait, Eldine. What? Why am I not? Oh wait, that's why I'm not, because I'm
You're
tokened
out.
Soon. Is there a swoop here? Oh, I probably have to be able to run the new stuff. All right. So Eldine runs its usual, or not usual, but 50. So there to there is 50, and then there to there is so 90, 120, 160. So 80.
I mean, that's pretty good.
It is. So 5640.
So as usual, it feels like some companies you really need to make people pay for.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
not having played before, I'm like, I don't know. You said it was the best, but like, how best?
Right. We saw one guy overbid, go all the way up to 300 to buy it, and that's actually kind of when I realized that you can bankrupt yourself in SR 1.1 if you misplay all that. Like that was kind of when I had that whole.
Oh yeah. So we played 22 MRS, and I admit so in that one it's very similar, right? At some point, whenever once you start the game, if you bid 100, it's like all the miners get like $100. And like the next phase, then if you bid, you can get to like 120 or 130 or putting in whatever.
Mm.
And so I skipped that, and I totally just basically you don't go bankrupt, which is kind of sucks also. I'm like, oh, because I could have put an extra $10 in, which would have allowed me to like upgrade the next train, and everything would have been. I went a couple rounds. My train got rusted. I didn't have enough personal money. I've had to play like 3 hours from after by taking loans. It was a miserable experience. All right, so the ER is done.
Yes. And actually, Mike is telling us that green Ys have 2 tokens.
The tile on rote should have 2 holes. So the green Ys are correct.
Yep, green Ys are incorrect, and so I need to message the guy. Bear with me. Can you get back into the mod? Or the chance?
So did he get the tiles from somewhere?
Yeah. There's an 18xx tile.
So
kit.
what? So Mike, what's the number? What's the Y supposed to be? This is a 578, and that's probably just what you need to look up, I guess.
Yeah.
What? That makes it a bit friendlier. I mean, we haven't played it that way so far. I think we should just.
Right. I agree. I think because we've been locked out, it's not going to hurt anybody. But
yeah, well, I mean, I think it hurts the people it's supposed to hurt. I mean, it just makes it harder, right? But there's games that definitely have single hole Ys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a fantastic program that's actually every tile that's possible is just on a table, and so then you can import. That's one of the tools that got shared in my moderators channel between all the guys that are programming. Yep, go ahead and do your MH.
All right, MH has money, so it's gonna get 2 train. It's gonna get 7, but it will go grade this one. and then it runs for Sloan 2 train. It runs for 80, so 40.
Okay. So 55, 60.
330, but it's going to go ahead and buy a train.
Are you buying? You dropping 300 for a train? Pulling that ripcord?
I mean, I think that seems to be my choice. So
Wait.
I should go ahead and do that.
Oh.
Here? Did you not add the money?
I didn't.
Okay.
I was gonna. So I ended up with 330, and then I spent 300. 30. No, 30. Let's
Bye,
rest the
boys.
twos.
Have fun storming the castle.
You're a madman.
Just fling these guys around. Or we can go there somewhere.
Well, yeah, I've got kind of a junk pile going up here, but down there is fine too.
Just throw them on the floor. I don't have to pick this crap up.
Yeah, no, if you throw them on the floor, they end up back in the middle of the table. So
I know. We played this one time and just kind of threw things down on the ground because there's a bunch of companies entering and leaving, and and then I had to clean it all up afterwards. I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, that was a bad plan. Is the more holds done?
And the more holds is done.
Yep.
All right.
Oh, sorry. This guy gets to run his 2 one more time
Because he gets
Soft
rusted. Yeah.
So Valinar will run his 3 train 30, 60, 90. That's right. That's right, boys. It's Dr. Venkman. So 90 out of the bank.
Okay.
And then move and flip me.
Moved and flipped. Demon Wastes.
Right. He's got a 3 and 2 right now. So I can build that one. This one seems to be a very short-term track there. From Demon Waste into Forbidden Reaches. Longer term, I could really go somewhere. Or I could get another route by building into Flame Keep. Maybe a longer term. That sounds good. I don't know. So I will build a gentle there. So he runs his 2 train for 7. And then I got this sexy route across the top, so I skip dits. And I don't pay those routes.
You do know that forest costs 40 to build in, unless you have the free forest. Oh wait, no, there it is.
This guy's got all the powers. Yeah. So then he runs for 3, 6, 10, 13, 16. 16
Nice.
and 7, so 23. Well, there's 115, 115, 115. I mean, I've only been trying to do that for like the entire game.
Yeah, and then it goes away.
Yeah, and then it goes away.
Still a pretty nice little run.
Well, that was my hope. And then we'll figure out what everyone's going to do after that.
Right. All right. So you flip and float upwards to 100, and Talenta Plains now goes.
I got a turn. Oh no, I already took my turn. That was the other guy, right?
Yep. All right. So
Okay.
Where
He bought in the
He bought
company.
in one of
that-
them, right?
Yeah.
But where's the Valinar? Shouldn't it be in here somewhere?
We ran Valinar already.
Okay, it was one of the ones up at the top.
Yep. Yeah, he went from 100. So yeah, he's in the stack up here now. So Talenta Plains has nothing. Interesting, problematic turn. So I either buy a train out of... Boy, I gotta end up doing this for both, huh? Who falls backwards? In both cases, no matter how I shake this out, right? If I buy a train out of pocket for Talenta, I'm gonna have to buy a train over for Kibara.
Yeah, you gotta.
Then,
Yeah, this is the place where you're doing some train shuffle.
yeah. So,
and because you can only bring in one miner per round.
So Talenta is gonna fall backwards, obviously, and then I guess I'm gonna buy out of pocket. So 190 out of the company. And 110 out of my bank.
I'll be right back. I'm trying to figure out my dinner.
Dude, that's great.
Dinner. Yeah, I was expecting to play like later. Then you're like, "Hey, we're playing."
Well, and we figured you
Okay.
wanted to play like right away. Like that was kind of the tone that
no.
it felt like you had. So.
It was fine. I just hadn't planned that either.
All right.
And in a non-coronavirus time, I probably wouldn't be able to play right now.
Right.
At the last minute. But now it's like I got nothing else to do at any time.
Right. And so now Kibara gets to go, and I have the exact same problem. Technically, I could buy another 4 train.
What happened is that you bought a 4 train out of pocket?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an oof.
Yeah. It wasn't terribly expensive, but the second, I don't know if I want to buy the second one out of pocket. That's the one that.
Yeah. How many trains do you want to buy out of pocket? Is it 0?
Not a lot.
How about 2?
Right. Because I could very technically kite, because I want to purchase in Talenta Plains, right? And I could kite Kibara. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So Kibara also falls backwards. And then I'm going to kite this train from here to here for $69.
That happens. What's up?
You should leave $1.
Always leave $1. That got Shawn one time.
Well, I made the decision, and I am an experienced player, so I'll take the 0. I'll take the no money left.
I mean, he's got the company with the train. It has money. I'm sorry.
But then maybe
there's no money but a train.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let him write it out.
You are right. You are right. I'm an experienced player. I know that rule. I screwed it up. I appreciate it, but yeah, I should have to suffer if I screw it up.
All right.
Green. I mean, because there was a time that I'm like, everything's going to be fine, and then it wasn't really fine.
And then
I'm like, if I just had $1, everything would still be fine.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so the very last thing I do is I buy in. So we're gonna.
Buy in what?
Buy in my company, right? I can move these guys in at any time.
Yeah.
But
you gotta run the green company, and then after buying trains, then you bring the Talenta Plains in.
Right.
Yeah, you just walk down the order of operations.
Okay, so we're going to do that, and then.
So Mike also said that all these Ys are supposed to have 2 holes in green.
Yeah, I heard that, but
yeah,
We figured we would play it this way just because.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've been working under that assumption for a while.
I could assign in for 2 yellows, right? I like the money. Not going to assign in yet. But I only have one train, so I'm only going to run for 30, 70, 90, running for 9. So going to take 90 out of the bank. 57, 15. And I get $9 a share, right? Now this pays out though, or no, this only pays out 3 shares. It's just like a normal.
What? When you ran for 90,
Yeah.
you have 60%.
Okay, so
Of 90.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And then the company gets the other. So 40%, 4 times 9 is 36.
Yeah.
So 76. All right, and so then now is when we flip and roll forward. And now is when I can purchase in my company.
Yes.
So we're going to purchase in the Talenta Plains. Also another thing you pointed out was that you don't get this free token back over here unless you choose not to assign any tokens.
Did you take it off mine? Okay, good.
I did take it off. Yep.
Perfect.
So if you want the token.
No, I wanted the swap. That's fine. So then you gotta. Okay. So how are you paying for your company?
Well, I'm gonna issue shares. So Talenta Plains is worth
$140.
Oh, I can't because it's not. Oh wait, no, I can because it's got to be past the blue in order to assign in, right? If it's back here, it can't do it.
What?
So there's a point where you can and can't assign in a company. I'm pretty sure it has to be past blue. It's got to be past this bar in order to get assigned in or purchased in.
Oh, wait.
Acquire a minor company. They are connected. The OR. Only one around. See the below mechanics. Okay. Step 1. Put the shares in there.
All right, so
also you can't issue shares before you acquire the company.
Right. All right, so that's worth 100, and so 2 shares, like so, is worth 200.
Yeah.
And so I would have to pay myself back.
So then,
out of Plains.
Doug the player must pay the company $60.
Okay. So 60 out of my shares.
Yeah, 60 out of your personal.
And 60 into Siren, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So 236. And both of these shares come up here.
You can acquire a minor anywhere on the stock chart. Says Mike.
Okay. That was another thing.
I sure hope so.
So the Talenta Plains is gone.
Talenta Plains is gone. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, and we get another $69. So 236. That's 305. Okay. We hardly knew you. I will swap a token just for the sake of swapping a token. All right.
Okay. So then.
And I'm good.
Blue company. Whoever I am will an upgrade and then sneak into there. And I'm gonna go down to $259. So is that IKN token right there?
Okay. So that throws
Okay. And I have a 3 train. So I'm going to run Eldine reaches Zandarar to Rote, which is 4, 7, 11. So 110 comes out of the bank.
Okay.
I get 66.
You were a meanie.
I am.
I didn't think you were gonna double ding me like that.
Super. Well, that's I need to do a couple. I need that token there for a couple of reasons.
Not the least of which is to ruin my life.
It doesn't hurt that you're there getting tubed. And then
just a bonus.
That's just a bonus. And I have $303, which is enough for a 4 train, leaving me with $3. So I put 300.
You know, we worked together so well over here. Like,
I know. I was worried that
I'm learning a lesson.
Well, I mean, I don't know things.
59.
All right, that guy.
I needed to do some stuff. I got things I got to worry about. That guy doesn't have a train. So I'm just gonna preemptively move that back, and then that's gonna be he'd 110. Okay, so then I will. I can spend the $80 to build the Shawn then.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that's expensive. Oh no, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to do something else with my money here in a minute. So I don't build.
Okay.
I think. Let me see what's going on. I don't see a ton of reason to build. Well, I might as well. There's no more green Y cities. They're all gone. Yeah, that happens. Okay.
Yep.
That's fair. Then I will elect not to build. So I go back. I don't have a train. I will buy a train out of pocket. So 23 plus. So then what I do is I add 226 to my money. Oh no, I can't do that. Very specifically cannot do that. I buy this 3 train for $1. And then I get 2 more shares when I absorb the Valinar.
How do you get to be a 10-share company?
By absorbing a company.
Oh, then all of a sudden you are a 10-share company?
Yes.
Yep.
That's why I needed I was going to have a second company, and then things happened. I don't know. So... Okay, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. The Valinar's worth 250. The Brelish is worth 100. 2 shares are worth 140. That's $110. It must pay me $110.
Okay.
115. I then take one of my exchange markers and I put it over here where the Valinar was. I add 115 to 146. I end up with 261 in there. This guy's gone. Okay.
My turn?
I guess.
Can I go?
No. Yeah, fine.
I guess I should know what I want to do.
Wait a second. You did buy a train out of the bank Or...
No, I ended up having to
Okay.
undo that because I needed all that
Okay.
money in the company to pay myself for the other.
So nothing came out of the bank.
Nothing came out of the bank. I interacted 0% with the bank.
Okay.
But just a little bit with the bank.
I looked at the bank.
Things that I want to have happen. I can mark gas that way. Don't choose build and spin. I think it's going to train eventually. I'll choose not to build. I go back.
Because you ain't got no train.
I do not have a train. Do the same thing that Ian did.
This is interesting because your companies are worth different amounts.
Or
You have $120 in the company?
I have 120.
That's
I wonder if I should have had 121 after buy the train.
it's kind of a bummer.
I mean, that's why I left 120 in there.
But you needed 121.
I think I need 121.
It's always $1.
That's what I get for being. I mean, why I should have just left $5.
You always leave 5. Just
All right then.
just take the more holds.
Well, right, but I have to acquire it.
Right.
I don't think I can.
But the more I'm sorry, not the more holds. Get the demon wastes.
But I have to have a train.
Right. You buy, but the cost on the demon waste is only 35. I'm sorry. Yeah, 35 more. So that's $70. So you only need $70 in the company. So you can get the demon wastes.
Or
you buy the demon waste train for $1, then you absorb the demon wastes. It's not the good train, but then you get the next one next time.
Yeah, I don't like that idea.
Okay, then do a different thing.
I will buy train.
You're just gonna buy it out of pocket?
Buy it out of pocket. What does that do? Buy that one and that. Next time.
Wish I could.
So when's you double jump after the gray? Is that right?
Yep. Once you're.
So then it'll be 70. I can't believe I messed up by $1.
I can. You've done it before. I mean, not to be like super rude, but that happens.
Because you don't get the money in the holds till you acquire the company, right? That makes sense.
Right. How come you don't want to get the demon wastes?
Because that one runs fine by itself.
Yeah.
And I'm actually not connected to it.
Oh, then that's a different issue.
That's a good reason.
There's a couple of issues. So
Yeah.
Take what you got. So I'm
going
to buy one of these. Buy one of those. So I clear out that money. Put in 120 here. And then I spend $300. So $300 goes back to the bank.
300 back to the bank.
Yep. And then let's see. Like,
Did you put that $300 back in the bank, Doug?
From
Shawn buying a train out of pocket.
I did. I
Okay.
did. I put the.
All
Yep.
right.
ugh, and then that stupid freaking tile.
Which one?
This one, since we can't do the brown, which means that since there's only one spot.
Yeah.
Conk. Yeah, well, live and learn.
Yep. Yeah,
What
I've got the guy who did the map. I told him to upgrade that and make sure we got the right number of dits on those, so it doesn't happen to anybody in the future.
All right.
All right, so we're done. We're in the stock round. All right.
This is a good game for me. I like this one.
This is not a good game for me.
How many more companies can I buy?
All of the companies.
I want all the companies.
All right.
Hey, Shawn, you're first.
Well, I'm first. Then we're in a stock round.
Yeah. Oh, no, you're not.
No.
Oh,
Third.
okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I saw that as one.
All right. Well, obviously, I'm going to want to buy one of my own shares here for 100 smackaroonies. Oh, 405. There we go.
Trains are $500.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I got trains over here. I'd like to place a bid on Droam of $200.
Appears it's yours.
Oh, it sure is. All right. Hot diggity.
Do you need it? Yeah. You know, I made copies of all those tokens, and I have no idea where they went. But I gave you another token there.
This is going to go back. That's going to go forward. That's fine. It'll have to work out. To pay into the company. Yeah. All right. Okay. I have taken an action.
And we're on to Shawn.
I'll buy one of mine. Cheap.
And your blues are at 100, huh?
Yeah.
Let's do some more cross investing.
Come on.
Thank you.
I wish I could buy one of mine. I guess I'll buy a Siren lightning rail for 100.
All right. What's our cert limit? 15. Not even close.
All right. Shawn,
I pass.
Doug.
Pass.
I'll buy one of Shawn's, I guess. How much are there any to buy? Wait, are you a 10-share company?
Yeah. Oh, I can't
No,
have that one.
you can't have that.
Right.
So you need to get your money back for that too.
I did.
Yo, you had $70?
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. My strong suspicion is this game's gonna be over in the next round.
Because you're gonna go bankrupt?
Yeah.
Well then. Interesting.
Just throwing that out there.
How are you going to go bankrupt?
He's going to.
Oh,
That's what you're going to.
I'm going to buy a train over it and end up with a company that has to buy.
I see.
You're going to bankrupt yourself.
I got like $105 or $135 worth of stock value, so that is not going to be enough for me to purchase a train.
Because you're gonna tube yourself.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm losing.
Yeah.
I'm losing, and bankruptcy ends the game.
I think you're not. I think that's not.
That is the bankruptcy club motto. I'm losing, and bankruptcy ends the game.
Yeah. Well, if
as
that's
long as bankruptcy ends the game,
then I guess I will.
And you don't have to work at it for like an hour and a half, like Ian did one time.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was real bad. I'll buy a green, I guess, because if that's the case, I'm just gonna keep buying stuff.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about my
anyway.
position, so.
Yeah.
And then I'll buy another green, I guess, because.
Okay.
Why not?
And then that does it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right, so we pull 75 out of the bank for privates.
I'm going to reorder this for the sake of maintaining decorum.
That works. Be certain to pay yourself or your company for your private
You got it.
action. But you just like jumped out in the mid game and ran away with it. It's kind of crazy how quickly you turned it into.
Well, I mean,
I was feeling really good at the beginning, and then just like you just.
What's
took
happened?
right
You
over.
start winning, and then you just you keep winning. There's no catch-up mechanism.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I wanted to buy and then sell his shares to drop his stock value, but
starting the major super early, I feel was very important.
Well, you had the money to start the major super early.
Right. I had a company.
So there was some decision was made prior to that.
Well, I realized kind of early on that both of these miners could run 2 trains.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter how much it's for if you can just run like 4 trains. And then
it was good.
Yeah, and then just trying to manage your trains through the mid game and end up in a position where you never have all of your trains go away at once.
All right. So are we doing this, or are we conceding?
Yeah. I think I'm okay with just calling it.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to see the end game numbers.
No, because this guy, my first company would buy a train off my second company, and my second company couldn't afford to buy a train.
Yeah.
Your first company, so the second action and the third action.
Yeah.
All right.
We can play that out if you.
No,
really
it's fine.
want.
No, I'm not worried about it.
The reason that I tokened in Xandrar was that I wanted to start Drome, and I needed to be close to a miner so that I could make it into a 10-share company. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bothered. But if you had tokened there, I would have been like, I gotta go around.
And it's normally that is the Elding Reach is pretty standard play. Is it tokens here, and it actually tries to have enough so that on its first run, it's running 2 trains to the DIT, and then it builds in, and so it's pretty standard to do that. And I just thought, well, no, I can play a little bit more slowly, and maybe I can be a little bit more responsible with that token. And no, I can't.
My plan was on the next round, was probably at the end of this round, I was going to run red. I was going to buy the 4 train off of blue for $1. And then I was going to use the airship to make a token connection there.
True.
And then I was going to run east-west with the Quabara bonus on a 4 train.
Yeah, that is a gross run, too.
Because that would have been like 8. This is 8, 11... 14, 17, 22, 28. And I would have got 70% of it. I was feeling pretty good.
Yeah, you were just literally a full turn ahead. And it was my not understanding that the amount you had to pay to get into the
Right.
company.
Yes.
I would have made much different decisions so that I could have floated about the same time you did. So that's
Right.
just me not knowing the rules.
All right, well, I'm ready to play again.
Sweet.
Ready to play again. I'm not.
I actually need to figure out my dinner situation.
No, actually, right now I'm not anyway. I got to figure out that.
Oh man, we didn't even get to see the. Didn't even get to see.
I
this
know,
guy.
right? Shawn just decided to take his ball and go home.
I don't know. I don't know how I went bankrupt. I had so much money, and then all of a sudden, Demon Waste just didn't have a train.
Yeah.
It's strange.
It's so strange. That the transition from the 2s to the 4s was when things just went sideways.
Yep.
Well, it was so slow. I mean, I figured it was going to be more painful than that.
Right. And
Nobody
the reason
did it.
I started the Blue Company with enough to buy a train, but I wanted to piecemeal out one of my miners.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't want to push the 4s because then it was going to leave my Red Company without a train before I was ready to get into position. And I was like, oh, I could do it, but then it just hurts me, and then that sets the whole thing back. The acquiring companies at the end after you buy the trains is just a whole you gotta work through that in the right order. And I think the thing is that we've had that fail enough times in 22 where we're like, okay, so I need to have a transition at in this this operating round of the set, so that my values are close enough with the treasury looking just right, and if I push forward too fast, I'm gonna miss it, and then everything's ruined. And
I had 2 critical things besides picking bad company.
Yeah.
But the other one is I needed to get the 3 on the Demon Reach 1 turn sooner, and I just should have. I just didn't buy a train over. I needed to do a little bit of a train swapping to have enough money to do it, and I didn't. So I was always just a step behind. Because it was going to pay out pretty good, and then I would have had more money to get farther ahead. And then I forgot I had to buy that train over for $1. Like I left $120 because that's what I was going to need.
Yeah.
For the merger, but I
also
forgot having to purchase a train for $1.
Yeah.
So you should have taken the advice you gave me. Leave $1 in there.
Well, I had $120.
Yeah.
No
but
one
he
ever
needed
told me you should leave $121.
Yeah. Would that have saved you?
No, I mean I was still losing.
Okay.
But then it would have been. I would have felt like I would have rather watched the game play out a bit more.
I see. Because he would have ended up with a 3 and a 4 on Carnath.
What I ended up with. Well.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You were gonna.
Well, eventually, the Demon Reach I was just going to run for a while because the 3 is going to run. It's going to pay out. It pays out like 17 or something.
Okay.
Which is pretty good for one piece of paper.
Because you skip a whole bunch of stuff and you run east-west.
Yeah, so it was like 3, 6, 10, 16. So it runs for 16 just with that, and I'm like, I'll just do that for a while. And maybe I'll get another train. And then we'll see what happens. But then at least I would have went in that stock round with some money.
Right. And instead, because you were short $1, you went in with $70, couldn't buy any of your own stock because you couldn't convert, and I had $500.
Right.
Yep.
And we've both been in that situation before. Right. You're like, oh, okay, I'm losing.
Yeah.
But I like that bankruptcy ends the game. I think that's just the right way to play it.
I agree.
And that transition actually into 4s is brutal. Like I've seen 2 bankruptcies now and 1 near bankruptcy. And the near bankruptcy was a guy just kiting trains around trying to get even.
Right.
And he should have just let it bankrupt.
Yeah.
And so figuring out for myself how to better position myself against bankruptcies, I think is a major consideration down the road.
You'll have to play 22 MRS with us sometime or something like that.
I'd love to.
Because imagine this. You've played 22, right? Like the full game?
I've played it once with Nick.
Okay.
And it was I'm not certain if it was full game or because 22 is one of the ones that you can zoom in on certain sections of the map, right?
Yeah.
And just play this area.
The MRS is shorter.
Okay. But yeah, I think we played the zoomed in on the south scenario.
Yes. Yeah, that one.
Yep, and I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed the track laying, but it was like only my fourth or fifth game,
Okay.
and I was still trying to wrap my head around the auction and everything, you know. And I'd been reading a bunch of stuff about 1830 and trying to understand what 1830 was, and then here's this monster where every auction he just outplayed me in every situation. And I wasn't thinking critically about that, so I came away pretty salty that because he whooped me in every phase of that game. And it's just,
that's
so I shouldn't
fair assessment.
Go ahead.
That's a fair, like, if you just get worked, like, you're like, oh man, I'm just, every round is just worse than the last one, and I can't do anything to change it. Like, yeah, that's not a good feeling.
Yeah, and you know, I've done the same to the guy playing other games. So and I've gone back to the table to play with the guy all the time. He's one of my favorite people in the world to play with. But I just like walked away with a sour taste in my mouth from 20.
If you like the mergers, the way that they play out in this one, if you like that sort of managing the trains and the timing, 22 can be very rewarding, where you end up owning 100% of a company by the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, my plan is, like, if you're really good, like Shawn's done this a couple times, where you're like, I'm gonna get this company, and I'm gonna get these miners, and I'm going to acquire 80 or 90% of the company, and then I'm gonna end up with an E-train with all of these tokens, and I'm gonna run for $1,400, and I'm gonna get 90% of it.
Wow,
and
that's awesome. But I watched Mike do that on the heavy cardboard stream. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I want to do that.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you have to kind of be crappy for a while.
You have
people buy your shares.
You have to plan it well enough.
Or fall ass first into it, which is usually what happens.
Yeah, if you can keep an eye on the phase transitions and how that affects funding the minor companies, because that's super critical.
Right.
That can give you a huge boost if you like hold off an entire round on starting a company just so that you can fund a miner in a different manner. Because somebody will start a company and be like, okay, well, I pay $200 and I put $200 in it, and it starts at 100, and that's fine. And then you go through two ORs, and the phases changed. You have a bunch of money, and you're like, okay, well, I pay $400 for a miner, and I put $400 in it, and now it train shuffles a bit for a round, or it buys the train, and then your other company acquires it in the next round, and you've turned your money into stocks and a train rather than just a train.
Yep, I've done that actually with I suitcased the first 5 we ever purchased in this game through Zalargo actually.
Okay.
I put 500 into it, let the parted at 100, bought it in, and then immediately absorbed it into the company.
Yeah.
Which felt really good. And, I ended up with good stocks out of it, and I ended up. It was just felt like a really smart move all the way around.
And as long as you remember, you can't do it on the first OR.
Yeah. The first operation of that company. Yeah, what we end up doing is we have wooden train tokens, is you put them on the charter for the first OR, and you're like, I can't do it, it's stuck out the train, and then you take it out, and you're like, all right, finally, I'm free. But that one has a strong catch-up where you can start double jumping if you're running really high.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cash makes such a difference.
The E-trains pay out a lot.
The E-trains pay out crazy.
But not necessarily in MRS.
Not necessarily in 22, because you have to have tokens on the board.
No, I mean, it will in 22 because they'll run long enough. They may not actually pay out well enough in MRS because the game could end too soon. Oh. So instead of getting 3 runs with at 110 per share, you only get 1. Right. You're like, oh, maybe I should have just bought 2 6s instead or something.
Yeah.
That's Andy's problem.
Well, I'm going to go eat dinner.
Yeah.
Me too.
We should play this again.
Okay.
Sounds great.
I don't need to win next time, but I would accept it.
We appreciate you passing it around a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Well, hopefully I can get the game updated before we play next time, so that we can get those tiles fixed. And I really appreciate it, man. I've loved watching you guys, so it's kind of exciting to get a chance to play with you guys.
I find that a little strange.
Well,
hey, you guys are the one that put it up there to be watched and followed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, it's just that I'm like, I don't know, we're just dudes playing a game. I'm like, that's cool. I mean, because that's kind of just the way I feel. Like we're here to play the game, and
Yeah.
you guys are coming along with us.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're not.
So we're going to play it pretty much like we would play it in person, just without anybody. We're going to be mean to each other. We're going to, do whatever. We're going to be stupid. It's just we're going to say the things we would normally say, and you either like it or you don't watch, I guess.
What was the story from Dave in Massachusetts where he left the room and he said when he came back, his wife was like, "I have an update. Shawn is a butt." Like,
and I'm like, oh, that's nice.
that sounds like us. That's what we do. That's exactly what we say.
Now my butt reputation has made it across the entire United States.
That's
it
right.
has.
And then we got to get you up to Canada, and we'll be set.
Oh yeah, been multinational.
Yeah. All right.
All right, cool.
Thanks for making the game, Mike.
Yeah, that was really great.
Yep.
I like that quite a
If
bit.
you need somebody to play with you, just let me know too.
All right. Oh, we're kicked out. I'm shutting it down.
Donk.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.